What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, today we're going to be continuing on to reacting to these music videos of Clair Obscur Expedition 33, but today we're going to be reacting to Until Next Life. Let's get it.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles, your blind eyes on the dial, stripping out the colors. A man whose steps leave no trace. A man whose voice sounds like tears. A man whose memory rests. A man whose time full of beats. You learn that all is not in vain. All that matters remains, but each time to say goodbye until next life. A man whose steps leave no trace. A man whose voice only like tears. A man whose memory erased. A man whose time flow of beats.
Man, talk about once again the kind of cinematography in this music video. The very intentional use of visuals in this. I gotta wind it back. I love how we open up here. I love how we open up. It's a fade in, but we pan up to the light, and I love that it's still in the same studio that they have. Obviously, then we get to the the guitar player here, but it pans up. But they stripped all of the lights. It's very intimate. What this honestly reminds me of more than anything, what it's like if you're in a campfire and everybody's around you and you're just playing, and then you've got someone singing, and then you've got other people chiming in. This is what like the set in here. This is what like it reminds me of like a guitarist is playing, and then she's singing, and then the other people are kind of like the backup, uh, the backup track. Um, I feel like again that's intentional, and everything seems more like intimate, so personal, so like uh sad, but also like positive. If that makes any sense, like it probably doesn't, but yeah, again we we have the camera. No, the camera is on her as she's singing.
You've traveled miles,
But it just pans away and it goes back to the guitarist here.
spinning in circles, your your blind eyes on the dial, stripping out the colors. A man whose steps leave no trace.
See, I just love that. A little bit of camera technique there. When the camera's like it's panning back as everybody gets ready to play their, their instrument part.
Man whose steps leave no trace. A man whose voice sounds like tears.
Goes onto her face.
A man whose memory.
She's kind of having like a little bit of a what's the word? Kind of a kind of solo. You know, the instruments are not really that prominent. She's like really like in her high, like she's singing. So the camera's on her.
A man whose memory rests. A man whose time.
As this violin's kind of having a little bit of a solo. It's 1v1 in the singer right now.
Of beings, you learn that all is not in vain.
I love when people like I love actually hearing an orchestra, just different.
That all is not in
That
vain.
little scratch. Oh.
You learn that all is not in vain. All that
I just love as well. It's not like these music videos are not kind of big budgeted. You know, it's not out of worldly. You know what I mean? Like it's literally just a simple idea of, well, I mean, look, I mean, everybody keeps on, you guys keep on commenting about the fact that like a lot of these composers here are like devs, so it's like, again, it's that small team. It's a small team, uh, and it's just like, look, let's just get a camera and let's just come up with this stuff. And I'm guessing, obviously, it's not obviously as simple as that. A lot of planning did go in, but it's the stripped back idea of these music videos, and this is kind of like my new series because like it feels independent. It feels, it feels like us aspiring composers, let's go out and let's film. Let's hire a studio. Let's get, obviously, in broader context. You know, it might not be ideal as that, but the idea still remains. Come up with something basic, but it's the execution. I don't think this would have worked if, obviously, number one, the music is good, but number two, if the camera work didn't and like kind of the idea of the lighting as well, like they really thought about this, like how is the lighting affecting the visuals, how is the visuals affecting this, like how are these kind of objects placed, and how the movement, like are we moving around the camera, or is the camera moving around us? Stuff like this in film school you get to pick up. And this is why I like reacting to like music videos as well, because it's like I know a lot about film. Like I did 4 years in college thing in film. I shot stuff on I did short films, documentaries, which, by the way, I'm going to be making a documentary very soon, so keep your eye out for that. But yeah, it's interesting. It is interesting.
Remains, but each star say goodbye. Next line, a man who steps leave not
It's well mixed.
tracks, a man whose voice only like.
I just love as well because it's the depth of field. So every time they come across and show the instruments and the players, obviously they're playing the instruments. A lot of stuff like they really like on the depth of field side of it. So it's like the lights in the beginning and the lights that are around them two there that are sitting down. They're in the foreground. You know that like they're not blurred out, but like this is here's depth of field. This is in the back. Like it's prominent. You know, it's the one that's focused on, but the other stuff it's in the it's blurred out. It's the depth of field. They're in the background, but it's the light that's really like illuminating.
A man whose memory arrives, a man whose time flow of beats.
And we almost like yeah. So we end it how it started in a sense. Like that's kind of obviously as you see it's fading out to black. But there, like that's almost how we started it. It fades out, it fades in. So we have the same stuff. So this is how it opens. And this is how it ends. Like very, very similar, right? You get so it begins as it ends. So it's almost like loopable in a sense. Like you could just loop and it'd be the same. I love the intimate setting. You know, I really do think they might have kind of been a bit inspired by like camp settings. You know, you're sitting down, you know, you're telling stories, you're playing instruments, like that type of setting. Um, I really like the minimal use of lighting because the, it stands out. But anyway, guys, I have a job interview, so this is kind of like a quick ramble about Until Next Life. Post it in the comments down below about um this track. Do you like it? Do you not? Recommend me some tracks down in the comments down below. Comment your favorite track about Expedition 33. And until next time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you leave a like, and make sure you just. Until next time. Bye bye.